Hi, this is Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences, bringing you yet another crypto experience. Oh my gosh, I'm in a bumpy Prius limo, and I haven't been on for a few days, so I thought I'd do a live version. I just like my buddy Clint Westwood. Speaking of Clint Westwood, who's a great podcaster, by the way, don't forget to check his podcasting out. Clint and I went together with Mr. Westwood, Clint's father, and we went to a coin show yesterday. That coin show was really neat, and we were able to discuss, of all things, crypto with people. I was selling some sound money metal pingers, and if you look down below, I can get some of those for you. You can detect if a coin is actual silver or not with them, and those are pretty good, and I sold a couple of those yesterday. The way it works is it's a holder and a hickory stick, and the holder's got silicone vices so that it doesn't hurt the coin. However, if you have like a real high-grade collectible coin, like an MS-70 of something rare, I wouldn't use it. I do another procedure. But on a regular silver coin, just want to see if it's legit or not. And I had some fake coins that looked really good. I had a Morgan dollar that, man, it looked really good. It does say fake copy really hard if you look on it, but it's deceiving about the right way. And the one thing that's kind of a giveaway is in too good a shape. I also had a Walking Liberty quarter, kind of the same thing. It was like, it was a real good fake. And I had a fake Kennedy, and wow, they all are really good. Now they said fake copy stamped on each one, so we knew it wasn't right. And then also, I was selling the gold and silver bullion for the most part. Don't have a lot, but I had a little bit, and I would accept Litecoin or Bitcoin or some other crypto payment for those, but no one took me up on that offer. Clint's father was also, Mr. Westwood, Senior, was also selling that day. I'm tilting my head to make sure I don't hit somebody here. Was also selling that day, and he was also accepting crypto. He had a robust business, by the way, too. Pretty good. He had a very good day. Now, what else was I selling besides the sound money metal pingers and the silver and gold? Well, this is Crypto Experiences after all. So I was selling Ballet Wallets and had some luck with that. Got to explain cryptocurrencies to some people. A lot of people at the coin show do not get cryptocurrencies. It's like not too many nasty comments this time, though. Sometimes we get stuff like, you can't eat it. Well, you can't eat gold and silver either, to quote Clint Westwood from today's podcast. And they'll say some other kind of rude things, but it really wasn't that bad yesterday. I enjoyed talking to people. We were able to talk to one retiree and explain to him how cryptocurrencies worked, and he asked some very intelligent questions, and he was truly interested and got to know. I also have another man, a professional who's retired, that he wants to invest in crypto, but he's afraid of doing it right, which I don't blame him. I said I would help him out. I told him the advantage of a Ballet Wallet is that it cannot be hacked the way it is right now. Half of the code, the private key, is printed in, I think it's Shanghai, and the other half is printed in Las Vegas. And as they're being printed, they are destroyed at the same time. So you need both of those parts of the private code. One's like a QR code, and the other one is like a passphrase. You need both those parts and the Ballet app in order to send. Now, I have sent a couple now. For a long time, I was just storing on it, and I said, then the inscriptions, the ordinals came around, and I sent a beautiful ordinal to the Bitcoin blockchain of my wife and I and our marriage picture in that suite, like 44 or so years ago. Wow. And then I also sent a picture of Clint Westwood and Litecoin Lisa as they were riding off to do adventures for crypto on his little Harley Davidson. It's Harley Davidson because it was a little bitty motorcycle, so like a Vespa type of thing or something. So I sent those, and I showed people that this is what it looks like when you send them. Now, one thing I didn't know about Ballet Wallets, but I found out yesterday, or I found out when I sent those, is it'll show you the QR code numbers after you've peeled the sticker back, but it won't show you the pass key underneath, so you still can't hack that wallet like that. I warned everybody, though, if you lose the wallet, you lost your funds. So don't lose the wallet. That's the only downside on the Ballet Wallet. There's other good wallets, of course, you can keep your crypto in. I think on mobile or computer, I really like the Exodus wallet. I think most people do. There's other good wallets, but the Exodus seems to be pretty safe and pretty secure. And that would be my vote for the top one there. And then when it comes to, say, something like a flash drive, I kind of like Trezor first and then Ledger second. I think it's the new Ledger has it that they can recover your passphrase for you, but I don't like giving up that kind of information. So, no thank you. I don't think I want to do that. So, a little rambling day as I kind of move along in my Prius here. Gateways, to get onto the internet. Right now, I am most comfortable with Caleb and Brown. It's a little bit of an issue sending fiat currency by, to wire it. And you got to be kind of somewhat tricky. Don't say, hey, this is for crypto. A lot of banks don't like that. They don't like the competition because they know they're going to lose in the long run. So watch out for that. But you can get around that. But sending crypto for a trade, easy peasy. If you send $2,000 or more, you get a personal broker. And I tell you what, that is amazing. To make a trade with a broker, you can set a trade up, go automatically just like on any other exchange. But with this, you got a person you can talk to, and if things screw up, they can kind of help you out. I did a transaction with them a ways back, and when I first got on there, just to make sure things were working right, we sent a couple dollars back and forth across Australia and the United States. Would just test, make sure that my wallet was the correct wallet that they had, and it was, of course, like that. And they do this all the time. They're very, very competent people. So, and also a little known fact, you can go as little as $500. I know that's not little, but little as $500, and you don't need to go through the broker, and you can go on there. It's kind of limited what you can do, but you can definitely trade for that, and you go right on to Caleb and Brown and do that. Now, if you use my passcode, I'm going to put down below. It's basically it says like Caleb and Brown. It's got affiliate, and it says Saintjerome. I think they're all backslashes, but look down below to make sure. I'll put that on the top. Then you get a permanent 3.5% charge when you do a trade of some kind. Now remember, if you trade and then you trade again, it's 3.5% each time. But honest to goodness, that is really, really a low price for exchanging crypto. The best price I have seen lately was around 3%. And right now, like Olive, I was using a little bit. They had a good like about near 3.5, but they just kind of jumped up to 4.58. Well, that's not bad, but no, I lost total confidence in Coinbase. We were having trouble, like my friends were trying to get into crypto and they didn't approve it for so long, and then couldn't get funds off on time, and you're like, I didn't want my funds off now, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and oh, sorry, server down. I don't know, there's a million excuses. So I don't use Coinbase at all. I said forget it. Also, I had another friend who was on Coinbase, and he got hacked, and they took micro amounts out of his fund for several days before he noticed it, and then they had drained his bank account, I think it was, because he had his bank linked to it, and I was like, dang, that's terrible. So no, I gave up on Coinbase. So Caleb and Brown, Olive, I'll use Olive, and I like Strike still. I've had good luck with Strike also. So then with Strike, it's Bitcoin only, but you can go to Exodus. I do a lot of trades when it's small amounts on Exodus. I can do that myself. And it costs a little more, but it's easy to do. So, for example, when I was first dabbling XRP, I just wanted to get some kind of quickly, and I did that. So anyway, my experience at the coin show with Clint and his father was awesome. Got to talk to lots of people. Got to go around and look at some coins myself. I've always been a coin guy since a little kid. Again, more silver than anything else. I speak a couple languages, so that was kind of interesting to find some coins in those languages too. So, what's going on in the news? Well, we saw Bitcoin almost made $38,000, and somebody who's a podcaster Good bud, a good guy. I'm on his Patreon. He gives me a lot of good info. He said set those buy orders at 38,000. So, well, didn't quite make it, I don't think. So I don't know how that went. What I kind of do when I hear that kind of news, I say, well, if it's good at 38, then it's probably good at 37. So I had set mine at 37. Now, I didn't have a Bitcoin. I just had a little bitty part of a Bitcoin. But yeah, that worked real good. And I moved it over to the USDT, kind of holding on it. Our community believes that there's going to be a run-up now coming, and it's going to be looking really good. But then we believe there's going to be a big crash, and you're going to be able to get stuff at bargains. One guy I know, he after the Bitcoin gets to 38,000, they're going to sell all their cryptos and then come back in later. That sounds like a good plan, but to me that might be a little risky. What if you can't get back in? Like I was talking Coinbase troubles, and there's been a lot of exchanges go down lately. I said, I think I'm a hodler by heart. I think I'll just sit on it. I did bite my butt one time. I was big into Theta, and I was like, Theta was going up and up. I go, oh wow, this is it. This is retirement money, multi-generational money on Theta. Oh my gosh, $16, and it looked pretty sweet. And then crash, went down to what? Went down about 50 cents again. Dang. So, well, it's going up a little bit now. I have now developed a philosophy of lick the ice cream. So I don't think I would ever sell all of anything, but I think probably it's wise to take some profits on the way up. And if it goes up higher, oh well, maybe you made 10 times, 100 times on your money as it is. So the one time I did that very well was I had bought some Doge when it was like sub pennies, and I bought, and then it shot up to like 60 cents, and I think I was able to finally get it traded at about 35 or 40. So I was very happy with that. I could have made more, but dang, then it dropped down to pennies again, but it was sub pennies when I got it. So I didn't make a lot of money, but yeah, that was good. That worked out pretty well. So what are my top crypto picks? What are my top picks in general? I'm still hanging, talking to a lot of my buds here lately too. Precious metals are going to be very, very important. I like silver the most. Silver, when it comes to barter, is going to be easier to barter. Bixweir is pushing to have American silver more than anything, and I think he's probably right. Good thing silver is silver, but American Eagles, and now the premium has dropped a lot on those now, and you can actually get a pretty good price. I saw tubes going at the coin show. Didn't buy any myself, but they were going for about $530-$40. Dang, that's a pretty good price on American Eagle coins that have a premium. And some people are selling rounds as low as $490 for a tube of rounds. Whoa, those are some very good silver prices. And let's see what else. So yeah, then the next step would be sovereign coins from another country. Junk silver, American silver, that's good. And rounds kind of the last resort. I personally not a big bar fan. I don't like the big bars. If you're going to get a bar that weighs like a kilo, why not get gold instead? I know silver is going to go up a lot, but man, those bars are humongous if you just want to get a lot of wealth into one little thing. So I like to kind of top off at no more than a 10-ounce bar, and I don't even like to do that. I like to keep it at 1 ounce or less all the time. Thinking barter in the future. And then you need to have, this is not financial advice, but it might behoove you, isn't that cool word? Might behoove you to have some cash on hand. That if the things go down, the banks are like down and down and down right now. When the banks go down, and I do believe they're going to go down, I believe for 2 weeks or so, cash will be king. So when everybody else can't get gas, you might be able to. When everybody else can't get that last thing you need at the grocery store, you might be able to. So yeah, get your, as we say in Spanish, efectivo out there, right? But I wouldn't wrap up a lot of wealth in cash. Not financial advice. Just enough to get through a couple weeks for sure, like all your needs are going to be. And then finally, crypto. So I think crypto eventually is going to be in there. I'm not sure when it'll go. What will go first, gold or silver or crypto? What will we use first? It's going to be hard to trade your gold overseas, but with cryptocurrency, you are able to still make those kind of transactions. I've made a few transactions using Bitcoin overseas, and they work fine. A little slow, but they work fine. So that's a good thing. Prefer Litecoin. It's faster. Fork off Bitcoin. Never been down. Been running straight since 2011, I believe. I got a little mixed up there for a second. I think it's 2011. So it's been going strong and never had a breakdown. And then with Litecoin, you can do Wimble and get some anonymity, which is good when you want to make transactions. That little have that anonymity. That means, folks, you're anonymous. So anyway, I've been kind of rambling on. Don't you play in that vampire casino? They don't use their chips. To quote Clint Westwood. That means get out of the system as much as you can. One little trick I do is at the beginning of the month, I pay off all my credit cards I possibly can, and I do a pretty good job of it. And then as it kicks back in, I use my credit back again. So I like to get out of debt going in a month. So I could get caught sometimes at the end of the month and beginning of the next month, but it's worked pretty well so far. So this is Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences signing off. Please look at I got some links down below that can save you some money, like a Miles and Franklin and Precious Metals, Ballet Wallets. Got a link there, but especially Caleb and Brown. Man, that's a heck of a deal. That is a heck of a deal, Caleb and Brown. Also, my Patreon. Join my Patreon, and it'd be great. And I'll give you some personal video calls, Zoom calls when you first join to get to know you and answer any questions you have. And I'm one that if I don't know the answer to your question, I can point you where to go, or I can get a hold of my network. I've got a pretty good network going of fellow podcasters and people who are up on crypto and precious metals. All right. Well, thank you.